The superhero program has been life-changing. It has breathed life into us as teachers. Student response has been incredible. It's just been a really amazing journey for us.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cows go.
Cows go who?
Cows don't go who, they go moo.
We want our students to continue to be the very best they can be. And so as we were watching our students grow up, we would find that some of our kids were not being as successful as they were when they were here. And as a leadership team, we kept coming back to what else can we do to ensure that success and empower them as they continue to grow older. We came up with this idea of superheroes. When we started off the school year, we had a great big assembly, and I told all the kids that we had gotten a package from superhero headquarters. And when I had received the package, I accidentally set it on a bandsaw and tore it all to pieces. So we didn't know what their superpowers were. And at that point, the kids became superheroes in training.
Oh, it was amazing. When the students found out what squad they were going to be in, the excitement was palpable. You could feel how excited they were. And my students all day, just, when are we gonna find out? When are we gonna find out? It was an amazing experience.
We came up with 6 powers. We ended up with respectful, focused, trustworthy, creative, brave, and selfless.
Students really buy into and really excel in their superpower. One of my students is in the Selfless Squad, and we were on a field trip, and she gave half of her lunch to someone who didn't have one because she felt that she was really exemplifying selflessness.
When you were afraid to dive into the swimming pool, that was brave.
Hey guys, can you show me brave?
Or when you were afraid to lose your tooth in class and yet you pulled it anyway, that was brave. You can look at the way students are respectful to one another, are respectful to their families, are respectful to their teachers, and really labeling those actions as they happen isn't just saying this, you need to show respect, it's teaching them that through their own actions. A great student in kindergarten, while he was trying to figure out what his superpower was at the mall, and he saw an elderly gentleman fall to the ground. And he took off from his mom and ran over to this elderly gentleman in the mall and said, "What can I help you with? Are you okay? Sir, is there anything wrong?" But the mom came running up and was like, "You can't do that. Why did you run off from me?" And he said, "Because I'm brave. That's my superpower. And I needed to help him. He needed help. And so I'm brave. I can do this." And at the same time, one of our armed servicemen came over and saw the whole thing. And he took him by the hands and he said, "Sir, you are brave. You are just amazing. Thank you so much for doing the right thing and helping this guy out." And then the serviceman took his flag off of his uniform and gave it to the little guy. And at that point, he put it on his cape. And that child's gonna remember that forever. All of us here at school will. And that was one of those things where we realized that this is bigger than just a cape. It's more than that. It's helping kids find their identity and find their own power as they move forward in life. And I can't even begin to tell you how monumental that was to everybody here.
The superpower that's the most important to me personally is brave. In the last year, I've done some things professionally that I never would have done had I not been encouraged from my students, from our administration. Smile. Good job.
I drop it.
So I can tell my students that I am brave and that they can be brave too.
Helen Keller once said, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." And I find that that's so true in my leadership journey in Kingsport. I have depended on other principals and other associate principals throughout my journey to help develop me and to use their strengths to make my school a better place.
Through the leadership pipeline, I was able to work alongside mentors, friends, coworkers who really helped guide my development as a leader. And now as I serve as principal, I'm able to rely upon those core mentors and friends and coworkers as guiders. They provide input, they provide support, they provide a wealth of knowledge for me. And as a new leader, those collaborative opportunities and those friendships are critical to the everyday work that I do, and truly could not do this position or serve in this position without that level of support.
My leadership journey started in Kingsport City Schools when I was hired as a teacher at Robinson Middle School for secondary math. 4 years ago, I became an associate principal at Kennedy Elementary School, and this was the next step in my leadership journey in Kingsport. Having others invest in me in my leadership roles in Kingsport have developed me into the leader I am today. They have built me up, they've encouraged me, they have also given me great feedback to work from and to grow from. And I feel like without them, I wouldn't be where I am today.
When you're able to come together as a core team, you're playing upon each other's strengths and you're developing this synergy and this level of creativity and innovation that could never be accomplished on their own.
When becoming the interim principal at Kennedy, I was very nervous. I didn't have as much experience as other leaders in the district, but because of the people I worked with and because of the district support that I had, I was able to find that confidence and to have the courage to continue in that role for 3 years. Most of the district level administrators were once principals, even in this district, or served in different leadership roles. And so having that experience, they can bring to the table a common goal and a common vision.
With a team of passionate and committed individuals, we are truly able to ensure a student-focused, world-class education.
Because leadership is a core belief for Kingsport City Schools, we try to empower our students to be leaders as well. We provide leadership opportunities for them at the school level, and we make sure that they have a way to share their voice and know that they have a bigger impact than just the classroom where they learn. There's great power in being a former teacher in Kingsport City Schools because I understand the expectation that I had of me when I was in the classroom, and I can help share that expectation with others. But it's also a benefit because I understand where they're coming from. It's not been too long since I was in the classroom, and so I feel like in building those relationships with teachers, they really understand that I know what it's like to be in the classroom and to fight the good fight every single day.
Christy and I are both products of Kingsport City Schools and had the privilege of developing ourselves through the amazing leaders along our way. I still reflect back on some of the core teachers that I had and core coaches that helped me develop myself and find my inner strengths and talents. And so being able to serve as a leader in our school district is such a privilege to be able to give back to our school system, then also our community.
I got my school pen.
All right.
I got a lot to learn.
You got a lot to learn.